Good afternoon, Abraham.
It is.
And Esther, who's in there someplace, and Jerry. Oh, welcome to the gloom and doom segue of the show here. I'm going to bring it down a notch from the... So, if we're not capable of adding to all that is, and if we're never going to get it done, and we can't get it wrong, is it a kind of a futile effort on our part?
Why would you, however, did you come to the conclusion that you don't add to all that is?
Well, just by my definition of all that is, that if it is the absolute, if all that is God, if it is inclusive of everything, then how could we add to that?
Well, we're trapped in our own label then, aren't we? All that has ever been and all that will ever be. Is that how you define all that is?
Yeah,
Can't all that is be an expanding all that is? Everything is expanding. That is just such a basic premise. It's hard to get our thoughts around the fact that you can't get your thoughts around it. In other words, everything is expanding, and so nothing can cease to be and nothing can cease to expand. Everything must expand.
So my definition is an error.
When you start with a flawed premise, we can see how screwy it can continue to get.
Yes.
But we're willing to listen on.
Okay. Our human experience. Why would you, Abraham, who's in the spirit world, why would you choose to incarnate? What are you bringing to the table coming into human experience?
Well, first we want to say to you that all of you can never get here. In other words, the non-physical energy stream always is flowing to the physical. The physical is the leading edge. So we get the sense of what you're talking about because we talk about the non-physical place being a place, it's actually a non-place where there is not resistance, where it is pure positive energy. And so it's a good question. Why would I come from pure positive energy where there is no resistance into an environment where there is resistance? And the answer is because in this leading edge experience, in this expansive leading edge experience, there is more sensation of life. The leading edge is always the most exhilarating place to be. And from the perspective from which you made that decision, you understood so clearly that well-being is the only stream that flows, and that you would have guidance that would let you know when you're in or not allowing the stream. So from the non-physical perspective, there is no sense of risk at all. Sometimes physical friends will say to us, Abraham, I've been here, I've done it, and I want you to know I'm not coming back. So tell anybody who needs to know that I've paid my physical time. I'm not going to do it again. And we say, we will carry your message. But we also always add, fortunately, you don't make those decisions from your disconnected physical place of observing life experience. In other words, you wanted this leading edge experience because you like the feeling of being in the place where the most feeling of expansion is occurring.
So in the spirit world where you live in the absolute and there's not senses or feelings, But
wait, don't try too hard to make the distinction between physical and non-physical that you leave us out of everything that's physical, because we are in there with you in the physical. In other words, in your most joyous moments, that's your resonating with us. That's your allowing of that which we are, you see. And we've done this to you in part by defining the physical you and the inner being you, but we want you to feel a melding of the two. We want you to realize that everything that is non-physical can flow through that which is physical, and that we do it all the time, even when you are not vibrationally allowing it. In other words, we don't have to wait for you to be vibrationally up to speed for us in order for us to be aware of that which you are about. It's only you that holds yourself in separation from that which is us, you see. We can go everywhere. We just don't go anywhere. In other words, when we flow through you, we flow through the part of you that is like us. In other words, we flow through the confident you. We flow through the well-balanced you. We flow through the part of you that knows health. We flow through the part of you that loves you. And that is the very reason that when you're not loving you, you feel the separation. We never feel the separation. We never hold imperfect parts of you or unwanted parts of you in our vibrational countenance. First time said, yes. Worth noting, yes.
When you experience things through Esther, does that enhance your experience, experiencing it through human?
Does it enhance our experience?
Yes.
Absolutely, because there is nothing more delicious than being on the leading edge of thought. There is nothing more delicious than being on the leading edge of experience. And you might say, well, how could someone ancient like Abraham continue to have new experiences? And we say that's the whole point of the physical experience. This combination has never been before until all of the universe. The conversation that we are having and the conclusions that others are coming to, the speculation that is formulating in the minds of those both physical and non-physical. In other words, this is the taking thought beyond that which it has been before.
Thank you.
Very good.